Hi, welcome. It's Indira. It is September, and it's time for the horoscopes. Sadly, it is like 10:30 on August 31st that I'm doing these. I usually do them like a couple days in advance, and time got away from me this month. In part, it was my birthday month. I'm a Virgo, and so I kind of let time get away from me. And I took a couple of weeks vacation from my Facebook pages, and Facebook and Instagram pages, and so just kind of taking a little time off for my birthday. So anyway, we are here for September, and yours is, we're using the Kyle Gray Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. Kyle Gray, Keepers of the Light Oracle. And this is for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And so I just pulled the cards, haven't even figured out what the things are yet. So Aries, you have hope, and it's love and acceptance. Yes, that's Aries. Okay. So Aries, yours is more about changing your life through your own inner work, and your own inner work being recognizing your divinity, one, and two, choosing loving thoughts about yourself. So one, when I say recognizing your divinity, being a student of unity that I have been for the last 21 years, unity tends to believe that we are all aspects of divine. And in fact, there are, like the Bible tells us that, if you are a Christian. And in fact, pretty much every religion tells you that you are either a creation or an aspect of divine. And unity goes a little bit further into stepping into your power about that, which is one of the reasons why I follow it so much and love it, as well as being a practicing Buddhist, because that like balances out for me. But anyway, this isn't about me. This is about Aries. So it's all about the recognizing your divine worth, and so recognizing that you are divine and who you are. And so with that, it's stepping into that power of understanding that you, that creating that balance between I am special and I am more special than you. Okay. So we're never more special than anybody else, but we're absolutely special. We're special as anybody else is. And so one of the things that when I have worked with one of my clients recently, it was one of the things that was an instruction for her, and now it's going to be an instruction for all of Aries for the month of September, is think about somebody that you really love and all the things that you love about them. And then look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself the same thing. Because it's always the things that we either admire about someone or the things that irritate us about someone that we possess in and of ourselves. And we possess all of the things. So if you really love somebody because they're talented, you're talented too, maybe just in different ways. I have somebody that I adore that is an artist, and I couldn't draw like that person draws ever. And yet I'm just as talented in other ways. And so that's what I have to sit there and say, he is talented this way. I am talented in other ways, but I'm still talented. So recognizing that divinity within you, your worthiness, that everything about you is good. Everything about you is good. And then the other aspect of this is choosing living thoughts. And it's not just choosing loving thoughts, it's choosing loving words about yourself and about everything around you. And so I'm going to go back to religious teachings for just a moment. But the saying is, in the beginning, there was the word. And the word is what created. And so we have to remember that we create our realities with our words. Somebody once said to me very coolly, actually, we were in the middle of a fight. He said, words don't matter. Your words don't matter. Words don't matter. Words absolutely matter. It's the most erroneous thing that anybody has ever said. Words don't matter. They actually do. Words create your reality. Your thoughts, your words create your reality. They create your life. So if you are living a very uncomfortable existence, if you are living in a really, really painfully lacking existence, a lot of it has to do with your words and what you see. Now, if you, what you see and what you say about you see, that what you see. That's what I meant to finish there. Now, Does that mean if I start talking about how much I love money, that money is going to appear? Yes and no. Sometimes it will happen and sometimes it won't. But if you constantly see lack, you're going to create more and more lack. If you constantly see abundance, then you create more and more abundance. And sometimes abundance isn't money. And that's something that we get, people get really upset about. Abundance is money. No, sometimes abundance is divine ideas that lead to money. And they may not lead to money that week, but it'll lead to money down the road. And so you put in the work and the effort to make it happen. And that is abundance. So choosing for Aries, you need to really watch your thoughts and make sure that you're choosing only loving good thoughts about yourself and about your situation, and recognize your divinity, recognize your divine worth. Hopefully that helps. That I could have gone on about that for about 45 minutes, but I'm looking at the time and I'm like already at 5, almost 6 minutes, and I need to move on for poor Leo. So Leo, you have the Holy Spirit, and it is expect miracles. And what is coming up for this, Leo, is one, every time you start to see something less than loving, remind yourself that only love is real, and the rest of that is an illusion, not like a magic show illusion, but it's people's pain coming out, and the pain, while it feels very real in the human form, it doesn't go with you when we die. And so constantly remembering, trying to find the love in the situation. So think of Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers, when he said anytime he saw a trauma or a tragedy happen, his mother would say, look for the helpers. That is remembering that only love is real. Okay, that's a perfect way of remembering that only love is real. Another one that I'm thinking of is Bob Ross from PBS, and how everything he did was loving. He always made a happy tree, and he always gave it a friend. He always made a happy little cloud, and he always gave it a friend. He always made a happy little mountain, and he always gave it a friend. He always taught you that you could do anything. So many people worked with his stuff and loved it, and learned to paint because he made it loving and gentle and kind. And I even remember the story where he talked about somebody said, I'm colorblind. I can't do all those colors. I can't paint like you. And so he did everything in grayscale, black, white, and grayscale. That's love. That's remembering that only love is real. Okay. So find the helpers, look for the helpers, look for the people who are loving, and start making that your reality. Spirit has your back. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to pray for miracles. You don't have to demand miracles to happen. Spirit has your back. Let the miracles happen as they're supposed to. And remember, miracle is simply an event that happens that we don't have scientific proof of that it can actually happen. It's still it just means that we don't know that it can happen, but it happens regularly. It happens on a regular, normal basis. Miracles happen every single day. It's just because we don't think that they can happen, because we have a limited sight. We have limited belief systems. Okay. All right. So Sagittarius, El Moira. And his is awakening presence. And this one's pretty simple, pretty to the point. The universe also has your back, and you are cloaked in protection and love. So as you go forward for the month of September, Sagittarians, there's not a lot to worry about. The universe has your back. They're helping you, and you are cloaked in love and protection. Okay. And that was a pretty basic reading. And I know I went over on a lot of people, and Sagittarians are probably like, she gave us 30 seconds. But sometimes the readings are just really that simple. The universe has your back, and you are cloaked in love and protection. There you go. Happy September to Sagittarians. All right. So this is Indira Grace. I am signing off for the month of September for fire signs. And let me see. Follow me on Facebook at Follow Your Sun at Indira Grace. And on Instagram, follow your son _ and Dear Grace. And I just want to say namaste. God bless you. And I'll see you next month.